love that we're talking. I'm talking to Connecticut right now because I was in a local PBS show in Connecticut for a season back in the day called the Cobblestone Corridor, and I loved it.
Oh, what was it? You were in Stanford area? Where did you record this?
We shot in West Hartford and Simsbury.
Oh, okay, all right. Very nice area of the state. Yes. I hope you didn't
Right.
venture too
I
much.
also did not too much. I was really on set every day. But then I also did my first movie ever, the Lifetime movie. I shot it in Niantic.
So you're in One Piece. You're playing Mr. Five, I'm assuming, right? And so did you know
Yes,
about anime?
sir.
Were you
Yes.
into anime before this, or did you get to anime because of your role in One Piece?
That's a great question. I have loved animation and anime for so many years now, and I've actually worked in it for a little bit too. I've made 2 animated shorts, and I was directing an animated movie for Netflix for a hot second a few years back. One Piece was new to me as a fan when I got this show. I knew of it, of course, because it's the biggest anime ever, but I never watched it as a kid. It just never really hit my friend group, I guess, back in Georgia. And then once I got the opportunity to be in it, of course, I started binging it and I watched the live action show. And now I know why it's one of the best animes. It is the best anime of all time.
Today's video is sponsored by The Vibe, everyone's favorite at work or on the go radio station, playing Spanish and English hits from the 80s till now all day long. Turn it up, keep it here, and feel the vibe by following the QR code on your screen or tap the link in the description.
It has a whole following within itself, right? Have you gone? I mean, is this your first season or second season?
So this is the show's second season, but this is my first season.
Oh, so are you looking forward to the Comic-Cons that come along with this?
Oh my gosh, yeah, man. I did a couple for my last show, Batwoman. I did a couple, but I think One Piece is going to be a whole different thing. And it's also going to be so fun doing cons now because I've officially played a superhero and a supervillain. So I get to, sort of rep both sides of the coin a little bit.
When you go to cons, what was the weirdest autographed place that you were asked to sign?
Greatest place? I don't think I've been asked anything crazy, honestly. I think I signed someone's neck once, which was kind of funny because I was like, well, you're going to have to wash this off, But I was like, I'll do it, sure.
When you get into characters, are you a method actor? Do you walk around acting like a superhero on your time off, full time, or are you one of those actors that lends you a little bit of yourself to the character?
I think a little bit of both. I don't method act fully to the point where it becomes a problem for others. I don't want people to have to call me by a different name or treat me differently, or I don't want people to feel uncomfortable at all on set because that's not the point of what we do. But for certain characters, I do try my best to live in that character's brain as much as I can. But a lot of that work happens offset, like at home before I get there, so I can just turn it on and turn it off. Some characters I put my own personality within their bodies, so there's a mixture of me in them. But for others, I try my best to get myself out of there completely and just have their character, their personality shine through. So it really depends on the project.
In 2013, there was a young actor that went out for a product of my environment. How did he land that role?
That's so funny. It was funny. I think Product of My Environment was like my first set ever. And I was just like a background extra. I was just an extra in a short film. I think I saw it online somewhere. I didn't go to college for acting. So my training and my learning was all on the job. I did background work for 3 years. At this point, I've probably done like 50 short films, 3 or 4 music videos. I did quite a few indie commercials. I was like, you don't have to pay me money. Just give me experience on set so I can learn how to do this. And I think Product of My Environment was the very beginning of that process.
That says a lot, right? Because you're an overnight success, right? But all the work you have to put in and sacrifice you got to make. Or what advice would you give to a person coming into this business?
Oh man, that's a great question. I mean, they always say it takes 15 years to be an overnight success, and I agree with that. I think, I've been working really, really hard on so many things for so many years. Like I am not just an actor, but a director and a writer and a musician. I have a new song coming out on March 20th. Like there's all these things that I've been working on, and in order to really push myself and keep pushing myself, I had to be my own cheerleader. because no matter what happens, no matter who's in your life and who's there to love you and believe in you, no one sees every moment of the journey except for you. So you have to find a way to just pick your head up whenever you feel down and keep pushing forward, because you got this. It just takes a lot of effort and a long time, but you got this.
Who of all your co-workers that you've had over the years, who have you learned from the most?
What a great question. The person that comes to mind, my mentor, his name is Carl Seaton. He directed a couple episodes of the show that I was on, Batwoman, on the CW, and he was so good at what he did. I was like, I have to learn from you. And he's the reason I directed an episode of the show, because he challenged me. The crew was asking me to ask for an episode. I asked him if I should do it, and he said, "Are you scared?" And I said, "Of course I'm scared." He said, "Great, that means you should." I learned so much from him. I learned that when I direct, I show up an hour early. You know, like that they give me a chance to walk around set and talk to everybody ahead of time, get everyone's names. Like, he showed me how to keep the grace that I keep in front of the camera behind the camera. And I will always thank him for that.
You're multifaceted and multi-talented. I mean, and people always say, "Oh, stick to one thing," but the truth is, there's certain skills that are transferable. For you, what skills are transferable between directing, acting, and superstardom?
Superstardom, I appreciate you. I think they're all hand in hand. I think acting makes me a better performer when I'm making music. When I'm in the studio recording, I feel like I'm able to tap into the words and the story more, because that's what I do in front of a camera. When it comes to writing in my acting, I feel like now I understand what every word means. When I'm acting in a project, I'm able to see the words beneath the words. As my old acting teacher, Anthony Aitken, would say, I can now see the fish beneath the water. I can see what the writer's trying to get me to say. And as a director, when the camera's on me as an actor, I now am able to shoot more toward it to get the shot that they're looking for. Instead of always focusing on what the character's thinking and doing, I can have two brains, and I can do that while also making sure that my body's in the correct position, so every take is working for the director. So it all is sort of one tied thread that makes one strong, art form in a way.
Who in your family was the outgoing person? Was it an uncle, a cousin? Because to put yourself out there, you had to have some inspiration. Was it a family member or a friend?
Absolutely. Oh, I have so many family members. I mean, I have a huge family. Like, my dad's dad is one of like 7. Dad's mom is one of 6. Mom's mom is one of like 5, and mom's dad is one of 18. So there are a ton of us. We have an army in my family, and my dad is hilarious. My mom is hilarious. My dad's brothers are hilarious. My favorite uncle, Uncle Neil, shout out to him. He's hilarious. Everyone is just funny and full of energy and happiness and joy. And all of my brothers are also so funny. So I can't even pinpoint one person, because it feels like I was so surrounded by it. I was able to take pieces from each one of them.
What can people expect from this character in this season of One Piece from you?
Oh yeah, Mr. 5 in One Piece is smooth, he is suave, he is cool, but he is equally as dangerous. I play an assassin in a crime syndicate called Baroque Works, and I am one of many colorful, interesting villains that are coming after these heroes. So they can expect, without giving anything away, a lot of explosions. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, you made it with all your limbs intact. Thank you, Camrus Johnson. Looking forward to this season of One Piece. You have a great day.
You too. Great talking to you.
If you're enjoying this content and would like to support the Jose Candelario Show, here are a few ways you can donate and help us keep creating more interviews, stories, and community content. Your support truly makes a difference. And thank you.